on the back of yesterday's viral videos in WhatsApp, we saw very worrying images of two students having a street fight. What mainly concerns us is the fact that as teachers we seem not to know what to do in those circumstances. There seems to be this unwritten rule that teachers should not get involved because they potentially could end up being investigated or indeed interdicted for maybe using force with a child in those circumstances. I want to add that the UK Education Act is quite clear on the rights of teachers in order to address circumstances like the ones that we saw yesterday. Teachers are allowed to use reasonable force in order to either protect themselves, protect other students, or protect students harming themselves as well.
But you're saying you don't have that level of clarity here?
We do not have that level of clarity. We have communicated this to the Department of Education on numerous times. We have indeed had conversations with the Minister for Education as well. We are yet to see the safe handling policy, which is referred to in some of the correspondence that we've had with the Department of Education. I have not seen the safe handling policy. I dare say that nobody has seen the safe handling policy, and that policy would, in essence, make it clear to teachers what they are allowed to do and what they are not allowed to do. I think it's very clear from yesterday's videos that there were, at least what I could identify, 3 teachers, and out of the 3 teachers, one of them did not get involved, just stood there and looked at what was happening. The second teacher tried to, but again, sort of hovering around, not taking very decisive action. And then the third teacher was a bit more involved, but again, not decisive action that sort of would have parted the students from that fight.
And to be clear, you're saying that it's not that the teachers don't want to get involved, but because they just don't know what legal protections are?
Absolutely. In fact, I would go even further. I'd say that teachers have a duty of care towards their students. If you see a student that is potentially being harmed by another student or in whatever situation in the school and outside the school, because let's not forget that even though this happened outside school, the school still has a legal obligation to ensure that those children go back home safely.
And you have expressed concern about what you describe as increasingly violent behaviour in schools?
It's not that we have never seen this level of violence before in school. We have always seen violent episodes in school. What we seem to see now is a different way of dealing with those behavioural issues. It's almost as if head teachers don't want to suspend students. They don't want to send them home. We have seen instances where head teachers have turned around and have said, it might be that your lessons are not engaging enough, or you don't know how to deal with certain issues, etc. Well, if that is the case, we need training. We need to have a clear conversation about what we want to see in our schools in relation to behaviour.